Changing your oil every 10,000 miles has got to be the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. I bought my wife a new 4Runner here about 2 years ago. And we bought this extended maintenance program, whatever. And I had called them one day to set her up an appointment to get her oil changed because the service reminder come on. Now, granted, I've been a mechanic for a long time. Okay, worked in dealerships, worked at independent shops and whatnot. I've done this shit for a long time. So the service reminder comes on, and I call to set up an appointment for my wife. And I said, hey, look, she's due for an oil change. When can you get her in? I said, well, actually, she's only due for a tire rotation and a inspection. I said, okay. I said, well, it's been 5,000 miles since our last oil change. Well, sir, we understand that, but we go 10,000 on oil changes. Do what? 10,000 miles. Yeah. So I said, all right, look here, Chief. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I bought this expensive car, and I bought this expensive maintenance package with it. And so look here. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to service this car. I didn't realize this was going on, or I would have never done it in the first place. I want you to service this car at 5,000 miles. Every 5,000 miles, I want an oil change done and a tire rotation done. There's obviously going to be like a set amount of oil changes and tire rotations because I bought this plan, whatever, they can pretty well figure out we're going to get 20 oil changes or whatever, I said, so look, we're just going to do it at 5,000 miles. They wouldn't do it. They said, no. Now, oil is our oil and our filters and the tolerances they build these engines at nowadays, they're meant to go 10,000 miles on an oil change. Well, look here, Chief. Hell, any engine can go 20,000 miles on an oil change. When that fucking lifter starts ticking at 100,000 miles, and this son of a bitch just ran fresh out of warranty, and it sounded like some little motherfucker in there with a ball peen hammer trying to come out, and it's all on me then? No, we ain't doing that. Brother, we're doing 5,000 miles every 3 to 5. Oils came a long way. Filtrations come a long way. Tolerances have come a long way. I'm not going to lie about that. But oil only lasts so long. It wears out. It does. It starts to lose its lubricity. It starts to lose its viscosity. It starts to lose its detergents and cleaning abilities. So, with that being said, 10,000 miles is too fucking much on a gasoline engine. Now, if you've got a diesel engine and you're running, a diesel pickup truck or a semi-truck or a dump truck or something that holds 15 gallons of oil, it's going to be a little bit different than something that holds 6 quarts of oil, like this 4Runner. That's a whole different story. We'll get into that another day. But so, yeah, 10,000 miles, that's a joke. That's a fucking joke because I bought a Toyota because Toyota's last. I got a 98 pickup out there, 4-wheel drive pickup, that's got 330,000 miles on it. Still has cold AC, still runs like a damn top. If they still made vehicles that would last that long today, you know what? The motherfucking car manufacturers would be broke because they wouldn't be selling shit because people would still be driving road shit. They're trying to sell you something because they know 10,000 mile oil change sounds really good. Yeah, we've churched all this bullshit up and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? At 150, that motherfucking motor's going to blow up and it's going to cost more to replace the fucking motor than it will to buy another car, and they're going to sell you another car. Come on.